Alright, sit down, crisscross applesauce. This is an intervention. Listen here. Listen to these words I'm about to say. All stories need conflict, even yours. I'm gonna give you a second to really take that all in. Listen, imagine a story with no conflict. Let's just really dissect this. A story with no conflict, what would that even be? You know those charts of like rising action, climax, falling action, resolution? There would be no rising action, no falling action. Matter of fact, no action at all with no conflict, because that's what conflict is. So you wouldn't even have the chance to climax pause because it would just be straight resolution. Now, everyone deals with conflicts differently, so some people, for example, when they have a conflict in their life, they just like it completely demotivates them, which is understandable to a degree of some conflicts are very, very, very big and very, very hard to deal with. So I'm not gonna exactly be telling you guys how you should be dealing with conflicts. These are all just suggestions and what you should kind of aim to do. I know it's hard to try to like not be negative, especially when there's negativity all around you. But just know it is possible to turn dark to light, even though it is pretty difficult. Now, one thing that conflict really helps with, on the other hand, is discipline and motivation. And that is discipline and motivation to change you, to help adapt you in a positive way, positive direction. And that's because you don't change if there's no reason to change. If there's no conflict, there's no reason to change. There's no reason to adapt or grow because why would you? Everything's fine. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just fine. You're comfortable. Without conflict, you're just going to stay comfortable and you're just going to stay stagnant. Because think about it. If you live a life of like everything is handed to you, everything's just always there, there's no problems, there's going to be no reason for you to evolve and grow discipline because you're not like born with discipline. Discipline is from your surroundings and experiences. That's where it comes from. Another aspect of conflict is that it helps you to see other perspectives. If you have no conflict, you have no perception of good or bad. Not necessarily in the terms of morality, but more of just experiences. Basically, without bad times, you don't know what a good time is, you know? And also, if you experience lows, the highs afterwards are going to hit even freaking harder. Because once you've gotten over that conflict, you've evolved, you've grown, and you deserve those good times more. What I'm basically saying is, without any lows, there's no highs, because there's nothing to really compare it to. And the thing about conflict is that it's not just necessary, it's inevitable, and completely unavoidable. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what freaking Discord roles you got, bro. You are not safe from conflict. It is, if there's one thing that's gonna stay, it's conflict. So that's why, even though this is gonna be no easy task, the smartest thing to do would be to learn to embrace hurdles. Again, that is very difficult to do because the whole point of hurdles is that you're gonna fucking hate them. That's why they're there. For sure, many hurdles will be harder to get over than others because not all of them are equal. But learning to accept that they're going to happen is a very important thing because it just helps you to have a much clearer headspace when dealing with them. But trust me, no one said that this is going to be easy. Because again, I said to learn how to do this, not to just do this. Because this is something that takes time. But just try to keep in mind that God wouldn't put anything in front of you that you wouldn't be able to deal with. Because, there's always more road behind that bump in the road. There's, you still got to get to that place. Or you don't have to. You can stop the car and give up, but I recommend you just keep driving. Now, another very common thing that I will admit I'm guilty of, and I can't really blame others for thinking in this way, is accepting challenges more as punishments and kind of questioning them. It's like, oh God, why, bro? Why me of all people? Why are you gonna make me as an example? Like, why do I have to go through this? Like, have you ever felt like you got a one-on-one situation? Me personally, I've been in so many situations. It's just like a one-on-one, just like a Vincent only type situation, bro. Like some shit that like no one can relate to. You just gotta deal with that shit on your own. Those are just challenges. Those are more just tests to see if it's worth it for you to have what's on the other side. A lot of people think that their problems are one of one, and they're really not. It's just people keep quiet about it, which I'm guilty of. A lot of people are guilty of. A lot of people just don't like to talk about their issues, As long as you're not trauma dumping, you could find other people that have similar issues and you realize it's not as uncommon as you think. And if there are consequences to your actions, because obviously there's, again, different types of hurdles, then it's just a learning experience. It's just to help you learn. It's just a test in a different format. It's like a different subject. It's like in school and there's different subjects, there's basically different classes of challenges. But yeah, just thought I'd talk about this a little bit, and do a freaking Minecraft hardcore raid. I am shitting bricks right now. If you took absolutely anything out of this video, then I appreciate it. And even if you didn't, at least you made it this far and I got my watch time. Let's go, I'm making it out. But yeah, this is your superhero origin story, however the fuck you want to think about it. Anime character! Oh. Everyone's on different chapters, so it's pretty hard to compare yourself to others. As long as you're improving every single day and you know that, as long as you're critical with yourself and you understand that you are improving, that's all that matters at the end of the day. I love y'all, and I'll see you platonically, and I'll smell you later. That's not going to be the outro. Just subscribe.